Hi traders, I am so excited to be sharing this video with you guys. Just to show you how easy and simple it is to make more than $300 a month using a tool that builds your trading confidence. So when I started my Forex journey, I always wondered, what would be the fastest way to learn how to trade like a pro? Will I even have the time considering my schedule? I then shortly after that enrolled for an online course that exposed me to so many trading tools. And there's this one called the Strategy Tester that grabbed my attention. This tool managed to answer all my questions and saved me a lot of time by using past market conditions to date. Now let's look at some advantages of using a simulator. Firstly, you learn 50 times faster than from a demo account. You get to trade with confidence. You can get to practice offline anytime, including weekends. You also get to test and develop your own strategy. So now let's look at the free trading strategy I have for you. This is a moving average crossover system. It's made out of two MAs. The first one is the 14 period and the second one is 50. The 14 is red and the 50 is blue. Remember that you can book for an online class which is free for all clients by just clicking on this button below. So let's go straight to the platform. So now I'm going to quickly set up my tester and select my expert advisor and select FX Blue Trading Simulator. On expert properties, I'm going to choose the amount of money I want to trade with, and for now I am good with $500. Alright, so input, everything good there, and we're going to click OK. Alright, now I want to choose the type of currency I want to start trading with. Choose my time frame, which is H1 for now. On model, I'm going to go with every tick. Okay, perfect. So now the starting date, I'm going to start from, which is, I'm thinking of August the 1st. Let's go to it. There we go. And then to the 16th of September. Alright, so now this is my visual mode. I control the speed. I make it what I want. So now I'm going to click on start and let it load. Alright, so there we go. So now at the top there, you can see you have buttons available there and you can change your lot size. Right, now let's change how it looks. Right click on properties, and then on colors, I'm going to choose black and white. And on common, I'm going to choose candlesticks and get rid of the grid. Click OK, and there you go, it looks very nice. So now we're going to add our moving averages, and the first one is going to be 14 and everything's correct there and it's red. And then we're going to add the second one, which is our 50 period, which I'm going to type it now, and everything is good there. Choose the color blue and click OK. Alright, now we all set up. We are going to click on play. There we go. Alright, so if you guys can look up there, you can actually click on settings, on account info, just so that you can see your balance and your trades. So I'm just going to put it on top there for you guys so that you can see it properly. Just going to stretch it out a bit, just so that it's clear. Alright, so now basically what we're waiting for is the market to give us a signal. So I'm just going to increase my visual mode so that we get a bit of more speed. There we go. Alright, so the signal that we are waiting for is for the candlesticks to touch the blue line. Alright, so that was really close, but that's not the one. And there we go, we just touched the blue line. So I'm just going to put an arrow down here. So our sell stop is going to be under the red line. Alright, so let's quickly set up for that. Okay, so here's the sell. So I'm just going to measure the distance. Okay, so my lot size, I just want to lose, probably risk $10 there. So my lot size is going to be 0.07. Right, so I'll just pause it a bit so that you can see that my order is just below the red line. So now I want to set my stop loss and my take profit. So on SL, I'm going to say fixed price and then at $10 and then set, and then on take profit, I am going to say fixed cash and say $30 and set, and there you go. You can see it over here. So let's adjust our stop loss a bit so that we click on fixed cash and say $10. Alright, so we are risking $10 to make $30. Okay, let me just zoom out a bit. Okay, there we go. So let me just adjust the stop loss. There we go. Right there. Okay, so I think I should increase the speed a bit so that we see. Okay, so on that trade we lost $13.15. So that's not a bummer. Let's wait for another signal. Okay, so there we go. We just touched the blue line and it's a crossover as well. So like the same previous order, we are gonna set our buy order right there. So right here we wanna lose or risk $20. So our lot size is gonna be 1.5, 0.5. So now our order's in, and let's do our take profit and sell stop for this order. So we go to SL and fixed cash and type in $20 and set, and then for our take profit we want to make 3 times more, which is $60. So set, there we go. So our stop loss and set take profits are already there. So remember, you can adjust these moving forward so that they are where you want them to be. Alright, so I'm still waiting just to see what happens here. Is our order taking profit, or are we gonna lose some cash? Alright, so it's a bit slow. So this candlestick just closed. So let me just make a few adjustments. So I'm just going to fix the stop loss and just put it under there. Okay, so now we're just going to move the stop loss a bit more further. Alright. So yes guys, patience is everything. The market must always fetch you and not the way around. Alright, so now it's active. The markets are crazy and we're pushing into profits. So we're just waiting to see. And bang! We took profit and we recovered from that $13 loss. So you can stop right now and withdraw your money. Alright, so let's keep going so that you see more examples of the strategy. So here's the market again. So now the red is on top of it, so now it's a buy. So now you can see that it's just set up for a buy. So now since we are in profits, we are gonna go back to risking $10. So this could be 0.07 like the previous one. So we are going to place the order. Alright, so here's the order. Now we want to set our stop loss and take profits. Okay, that was a bit too close. So there we go. It's adjusted fine there. There you go. Okay, so now the blue line is touched perfectly now. So we're waiting for them to come and actually activate us. Alright, let's not forget to set our stop loss and our take profit. $30 profit, so it's 3 times all the time. So we are still waiting so that we can adjust the stop loss. So it should always be below, like how I just did it now. Alright, just remember, don't fetch the markets. Just wait for it to come to you. They must come to that red line to show us what they want to do. Alright, so now I am risking $18 to make $54. So now here's another crossover, which means now the previous order is invalid. It never happened. So let me just put an X just to show that it didn't happen. So it was a signal, but we didn't use it. So now the red is below the blue. So now we are looking at another sell signal. So we're going to put a sell trade below the red line. Alright, so we're going to set up for that as well, just to calculate the distance. So I still want to risk $10 in this space. Okay, so I'll use a 0.06 for that and set up my stop loss. So we're risking $10 to make $30. So there we go. We can still adjust. Don't forget that. Looks like they are going for the order, but they are not quite there. So they are moving back up. So okay, it looks like they want to move back down, so let's just move our order a bit closer. There we go. So we're gonna move the stop loss to a higher level and the take profit closer. We're just waiting to see if they're gonna take the order or not. So it looks like there's another crossover. So now it looks like we have to take another trade. So it looks like we have to exit the other trade and just put an X on this one as well. So just to show that it didn't work out. Okay, so we just touched blue and the red is on top. So here's a buy signal for us. Alright, moving average is just there. So we're just gonna place a buy order and just measure that as well. So that's about 14 pips. So I want to risk $10 here. So I can use a lot size of 0.05. Okay, place the order. Alright, so we are still waiting for this trade to activate. So it looks like they're almost crossing. Let's just move closer. It just crossed over, so let's just quickly set a stop loss, because now they're like kissing. So you want to risk $30. Yeah, and risk, yeah, make $30 and risk $10. So they just activated and now we in, and our stop loss is still perfect. So we're risking $10 to make $30. Okay, so just make sure when they're crossing over definitely, and they're not just kissing. Okay, so now we are in the trade, close to the stop loss. they are crossing to the downside and they hit our stop loss. So we just lost $10, but we still have profits, which is $37. So, but this trade went against us. So now we're waiting for the next opportunity. Here we go. They just touched the blue line. So now the red is below. So now this is a sell signal for us. Okay. So we measure the distance there. It's about 13 pips. So this time around, I wanna risk $20 and make way more than that, of course. So we're gonna make the lot size be 0.7. That would be enough for us to make, money in that space. All right, the trade is active. Let's quickly set the stop loss. For fixed cash, it's $20. Fixed cash is $60. It's always 3 times more. So I am sure you are kind of getting the drift of it, and I'm gonna do a few more examples with you. You see that we just hit profits and now we're on $90. Do you want to withdraw? You can now. So the guys that really do practice and put the work in, they are the guys that do catch the strategy and actually have PAM accounts and so forth. So here we go, we have another blue. So here's like about 20 pips. So this time around we just want to lose $10, or risk rather. So our lot size is going to be 0.03. So no matter how big the space is, so you just want to still lose a bit less and make more. Okay, so there we go, market's jumping up and coming back down. So we're just gonna move closer. And there you go. And bang! The trade is activated, risking $10 to make $30. All right, so we're running a bit of profit, so we're just gonna adjust our stop loss there. So now it's like $8 for $30. It looks really promising. So yeah, we're still waiting for this thing to decide stop loss or profit. Stop loss. So we just lost $10 over there in that big space. So okay, so now we are just gonna wait for the next signal. So the markets just move up. So now we're looking for a buy signal this time. So it's really that simple. So remember what I said about the PAM account. You can become a PAM master. So you really need to master your strategy before you put your profile out there. So perfecting a strategy is key. So there we go. We just touched a blue line right there. So here's our buy order, and we're just gonna prep it up. So you're just gonna calculate the distance. So it's about 16 pips. So we just wanna risk $20. So my lot size is gonna be 0.12. Okay. So let's wait for the trade to be activated. Just move it a bit closer. There we go. So they just went back down. So I thought they were gonna come back. So now they just crossed overs. So meaning that this trade is now useless. So let's just delete it and wait for another signal. So we just touched the blue right now. So here's a sell signal. So we must put our sell sell order just below the red line. There we go. So remember, we're still gonna risk $20. So we're just gonna, in that space, $20 is gonna be 0.12. Okay. Then we are gonna place the trade. Alright, that was too quick. Maybe that was too tight actually. Let's set it again and place. There we go. So the trade is ready, waiting for the markets to come down. So if they go higher, we go higher as well. So I tried moving it a bit closer, but still too close. So we're getting a bit closer as it goes. So around about there, that's a really good price. All right. So we are still waiting for the market to come down to us and then set a stop loss and take profits. So we're moving back up and now they're kissing again. And they are crossing over, and meaning that this trade is pretty much useless at this point. So we are gonna wait for the next signal. We might take a buy signal. So that was too fast, so it left me. Sorry about that guys. Kind of left me there, so it moved really too fast. So we still want to take this buy trade, so let's put a buy limit instead. So usually you should have caught it just before it hit the blue line. Okay, so now we're just gonna try taking it with the buy limit. There we go. Please, markets, fetch us before you go up. Let's just set up our stop loss and take profit. So that's going to be $60 for take profits, and there we go. So we're about to lose $20 and make $60. So looks like, look at that. This sucks. We could have actually hit profit. So I guess it wasn't really meant to be, but I think you guys get the concept now. If the red line is above the blue line, we're looking for buying opportunities, and where we're going to put your buy opportunities is on the red line, and your stop losses would be closer to your blue line or just below them, if you have noticed that. And if it's a sell trade, all you want to do is see the red line below the blue line. Once it's below, that's a sell signal, like what it's doing right now. It's almost below. Okay, but wait, this is still a buy signal. But when it's below, we're looking for a sell signal as soon as we touch the blue line. We then wait and put a sell at the red line. As soon as it gets there, we will then set our stop loss close to the blue line on top. So that's another buy trade over there, still waiting for the markets. All right, so there we go. It's crossing over to the bottom side. So that's a sell signal. So we no longer need the buy signal. So I think you've got it. So from here on, I'm just gonna let you see the rest of the trades and how I built this account from $587 to becoming $800. So just making $300 from the 1st of August to the 16th of September. So currently it's still the 18th of August. We're waiting for the market to get to all the way to the 16th of September. So now you know the rules, just watch me do it. So I'm gonna take the speed up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, you can book a class for the sessions with our trainer. He will take this a bit much slower than I did with you guys, just to build a strategy and understand the tools much better. I'll see you guys in class. you.